Do you agree or you disagree with what Jacob Zuma said about ANC? Well, Jacob Zuma said, the ANC is dead. You know, he says, I thought it's not necessarily death, but maybe I thought they might have fallen, but I realized these people are dead. There are so many things that have been said here about the ANC. And I'm going to have to start from people within the ANC. And then we go to people outside the ANC, including Jacob Zuma. But what I will also do, I'm going to give you the video of Jacob Zuma. And I will allow you to listen to Jacob Zuma, what he's got to say. And from there, I'll show you something. Let's start from Lungisa, Andile Lungisa. I did a video about Andile Lungisa where they state that the ANC is declining and it is happening at a rapid speed. And it's alarming. I remember reading a comment there. Somebody said, an ANC is now doing rallies in a 2,000 stadium. Moving right along, the ANC youth leader, Mr. Colin Malaj, complained about the fact that nobody believes the ANC no matter what you say. And he even say it's even difficult to talk to people about the ANC on Twitter. He says on Twitter people don't even want to hear anything from us. They don't even believe when we say our own deputy has been involved in this accident. And then he says, I like his characterization. He says, when the credibility of a messenger is in question, it does not matter what the messenger says. In other words, our credibility and our image is in question here. No matter what we say, even when we speak the truth, nobody believes us because we have not fixed the issue of credibility. We have not fixed the issue of the image of the ANC. And I understand those words, and that's one of the most key things that men have ever said. You may not want to agree to that now, but I'm telling you going forward, listen to those words and analyze each and every sentence there. You will realize that that's one of the most powerful message that this guy has ever said, that there is an issue of credibility when it comes to the ANC. People don't trust us. But focus right there on the words, people don't trust us. Because when you analyze the words, people don't trust us, then it leads you to the former president, Mr. Bombeki. He said something very interesting about the concept of lies and people not trusting the ANC. But before we can get to Mbeki, let's start from Jacob Zuma, where he speaks and gives his findings about the ANC, having dealt with the ANC outside now, right? And brought it to its knees, that it even went into coalition with the DA. So when your enemy assesses you, you must listen. You may not like what your enemy say, but you really need to listen to your enemy, because your enemy has shown strength. Even Fikile Mbalula at some point said that we are in this situation because of Jacob Zuma. So you are actually agreeing that Jacob Zuma is that strong, that he brought the ANC. Well, Mzanele Manye not long ago said it, that people must thank us. We reduced the ANC to what it is today. So, how did that happen? Jacob Zuma take us into confidence as he said this.
Uma sekuphele konke sekunje ngabona ukuthi bengithi ANC file nje ngithi mhlambe saqhuka ilele nesisu lefifi kamicimizila isek ngasibuza ukuthi uma kunje kuthiwani ngoba phela sikakhulule kulapho ke okwathathwa khona lesinqumo ngasithatha nje ngingedwa ngathi inkomo ngazala umuntu ngeke abakithi abantu ngeke bayivumele. Uyabona ke uma ngicabanga ngikhuluma ngiyibeka noma ngithi ngithinta nje abanye abantu sivumelana bathi right kodwa mase ngiya ngala ukuthi hey asenze lento akulula ngoba ayikaze yenzeke lento manje kuzokwenzeka kanjani ngakhuluma nezinye izinto engizaziyo impela sivumelana engiyabona ukuthi ngiyabheda kusho ukuthi ngiphuphile yangibhalela i-document eshisayo echazayo ukuthi ngiyabona i-document ayisho lutho kulapho-ke kodwa engathi khona la uma ngisaphila ebese kuthi ngemva kweminyaka ngife uma sengiqhamuka ngale kubaholi bethu ngiyothi kwenze njani umbiko wami uyothini bathi laze lafizwe nikhona bekwenze njani lase ngithi uyabona la azilime ziyetsheni nokuthi noma kanjani abantu base South Africa bayolizwa leli qiniso lami ngoba inhlupheko isibuyile noma mhlambe kungabuyanga i100% kodwa isibuyile uma ubalalisa nokubalena nje le yokuhlaselwa kwabantu bendawo kufanele bavikelwe kodwa kuyibona abahlaselwayo eyodwa angiyibale eziningi ilento ke yenza ukuthi sithathe isinqumo kimina ke kwasho ukuthi uma sithatha lesinqumo kufanele basazi basithatha isinqumo esinzima kakhulu esizokufanele ukuthi sizimisele thina ekushintsheni lempilo elethwe besingazi thina esingazange sihluphekele ngoba thina sasihluphekele inkuleke phelele kulapho ke engathi khona ekuhambeni kwesikhathi sengicabanga into eziningi ngase ngiya kulezi zakithi engizaziyo ukuthi satraina nazo bashona khona ngathi emadoda asikwazi ukuhlala kuze kwesekugcineni kodwa singayithi vu le ndaba ngikhuluma kubantu abayaziyo abangathi kusasa namanje nje uma ungasuthi ayihlome ungababona kahle onkuzimalana abasithandi ukubhama maye babona kodwa ngangeke futhi ngiye kubo bonke kodwa ngaya kwabathile kulapho-ke okwathi ngokuhamba kwesikhathi ngathi uma singase simemezele la ukuthi sokwenza lokhu bazosivala simenswi asisebenzise i-training yethu senze into bengazi abanye abantu sakwenza lokho kwaya ngokuthi ake nisho sikususa nini into sitshena nini izwe wasitacela ukuthi akufanele lento siyiphathe kabi ingaze iphunyuke okokuqala nje akufuneki ukuthi izitha zethu zazi ukuthi sicabangani senzani sase sihlela zonke izinto ngokwanele iyaziwa kwabathile ezweni leli lakithi njengoba linje kodwa sazi kahle ukuthi nomzukwane sakhuluma abakithi bosizwe ngoba lokho esikwenzayo sithatha leya ndawo ekade iphethwe umkhonto wesizwe sizophathwa yithi manje sase sithi uyabona kudala abaholi bethu be-ANC bazuma izwe ngokumemezela umkhonto wesizwe lowo owawumenyezelwa uMandela owawuyinto eyayithatha indawo ke-ANC yokuthi isebenze underground Ngenkathi bayenza ku December 16 kwakuyilanga lalaziwa ngokuthini konje before Dingan's Day. uMandela kanye nabahola ekahamba kanye nabo babefuna ukutshengisa ukuthi yimpi le ngoba lento kuthiwa Dingan's Day kwaqanjwa impi eyalwa phakathi kwabamhlophe kanye nabamnyama. Akekho ongazanga noma ekude ukuthi hayi lento isho kuni. Sathi uyabona uma sifuna ukuthi abantu bazi ukuthi senzani manje.
Moving right along from Jacob Zuma, then let's go back to Mzwanele Manyi. So Mzwanele Manyi gave us the picture that, listen, we reduced the ANC to where it is today. And I can tell you, because these people have not fixed or put their house in order, they will be reduced even further. You must look at the local government elections and look at the outcome there. You will realize that these people are being reduced on a day-to-day basis. These people are being reduced down there, right? Speaking about reduction, let's go back now and visit the former president, Mr. Thabo Mbeki. He once wrote an open letter to the ANC whilst it was now being governed by Ramaphosa, complained about the tendency to lie. You know, politicians lie, and I always tell you this. Politicians will lie. But you must be careful of what you are lying about. Don't lie. Don't make obvious lies. The ANC, the current ANC, described by Mbeki, said that this ANC is the worst. Now, it shall then be remembered that unprovoked, Phala goes to Alexandra and promised them 1 million houses. Then the spin doctor, Mr. Mbalula, is asked same questions. What happened to the 1 million houses in Alexandra? The spin doctor, no, he was not talking about 1 million houses. No, but we know, we listened to the story, we heard the story. As if that was not enough, that very same ANC says, load shedding is going to be a thing of the past. Come December, January, load shedding is the thing of the past. Phala also aid, because the first one was said by Mbalula. Either way, I think one or two, between one of them, man, one said it first and the other one added. All said it. Load shedding is going to be the thing of the past. They said it beginning of January. Sorry, but they said it beginning of December. Towards the end of that same year, January, that is, they said it in December 2023, going into January 2024. Towards the end of January 2024, stage 6 was back. Journalists took a mic and a camera and went to Fikile Mbalula. Mbalula, you said there will not be load shedding. What is this? Hi, Mina, this thing, Mina, I don't work at ESCOM. I don't work at ESCOM. Why are you asking me about load shedding? Instead of saying, I apologize. I didn't think that there was going to be load shedding based on the report. No. Instead of saying that, he made it look like everybody who listened to that or heard him saying that was basically in some substance that cannot be named. He was saying this, they were hearing that. Whereas that video, I can bring it on and play it now. You will hear Mbalula saying, and you will hear Mbalula and Phala saying there will be no load shedding, but there was load shedding. Such is a tendency of lying, broad daylight. Nobody can contest those lies. And it's more. Here's another example. The smart city. The smart city was promised in the first term of Ramaphosa. Forget about the term where he finished for Jacob Zuma. No, forget about that. The term where he was ordained now as a president, he promised a smart city that he never delivered. That same promise, he takes it on, and then when he's ordained the second time, he made the same promise, and yet even today, we don't know. There's never been a report of the preparation to build such an idealistic smart city. This is me describing the current ANC, that they lie and they make an obvious lie. The biggest lie that they've ever told this day was the idea that they hate the VAT. They were never for the VAT. A biggest scam. And I said to you, so who tabled it before Parliament? Who supported it in Parliament? It's the ANC. That same ANC that says we were never for the VAT. But then who took it to Parliament? Who voted it in Parliament? Who was going around telling people to vote or convincing other political parties to vote for budget? ANC. Like, these people have got the tendency of insulting people's intelligence with something that is as obvious as this watch. This watch is black, but they will come back and tell you, no, this is navy. This is black. We can all see it is black. But they will come back and say it is not black, it is navy. And they will stick to a blatant lie. But such has not gone unnoticed. People got to a point where they are tired of being lied to. They are tired of being deceived. And you can read this on Twitter. You can read this on Facebook. Wherever the ANC people speak, people don't believe them. People don't want to listen to anything that comes from the mouth of the ANC. And I told you what Umalache has got to say. I don't want to play that video because I'm going to make this video a bit longer. But I've done that. I've played that video. It's there. Where even ANC people, they have acknowledged that no. People don't like us. It's clear, it's there. Why? Because they've lost credibility. They've lost trust with people. Thus, they've been easily brought down to their knees. Let's look at this from an enemy's perspective. There were some words that were said by two white people who likes DA. An advocate for DA. Number one, it is none other than Helen Zille, who once said, when the dust has settled, people will know and people will realize that the battle is between EFF and DA. He says these two knows what it stands for. That was before the introduction of MK Party. After MK Party was then introduced into the political arena, guess what she says? Two political parties that are our problem. Number one, MK Party. Number two, EFF. Then when she described opposition in terms of values and everything, she then says, the MK Party and the EFF stands on this side, we stand on that side, representing two different things. But describing the ANC, she says the ANC is not a problem at all to them. So if it's not a problem to them, so clearly, the ANC has lost its values. The worst statement ever that was said, coming out of the mouth of Mbalula, he once said something very painful and said, when you look at the ANC, it represents a mixture of two. In life, you are either using an iPhone or a Huawei, Samsung or iPhone. There's nothing in between. The concept of being in between, representing both, does not exist. It will never exist. It's a blatant lie. When an organization has lost its values, its principles, its direction, it tends to think that it can represent everything and anything under the sun. Another person that described the ANC as well, it is Mr. Rob Haysoff, when he says, talking about the ANC, first of all, he reveals that Rob Haysoff and his friends, they helped Ramaphosa to buy votes because he had lost votes during his first term. He was not going to be the president. He lost against Zuma. Guess what? They said they went to DD and they paid millions to buy him so he can vote for Ramaphosa and take votes and give it to Ramaphosa, and Ramaphosa wins. On top of that, when he described enemies, he then says, please notice the fact that he's a member of DA. He loves DA. He wants people to vote for DA. But when he describes who's their enemy, that ANC is not part of the people who are considered enemies. Why? We are going there. Because the ANC is under their control, they've paid for Ramaphosa to be in that position. Because of that, it can never be their enemy. When he describes who's their enemy, he says it's MK Party and it's EFF. So, what I was doing here, I was showing you an organization that has lost its taste, has lost its identity, has lost its values, has lost its meaning, has lost direction. The problem is the organization continue to think that they have it all covered while they are heading to their biggest destruction ever. There's nothing that currently inspires confidence. No one believes in the ANC, even as of now. People don't want to hear anything. And they are super fed up when it comes to the ANC. So people are disinterested when it comes to the ANC. Even as of now. It will take a real hard work to bring trust and to bring enthusiasm around the ANC. You look at what they are doing or their performance during the current by-elections, current, previous, and the ones that are about to take place. You can see that they are being dominated. When you look at the graphs, when you look at the analytics, they are being dominated. It's not even a secret. They are being dominated. They're not winning like a big brand anymore. They are in a serious competition and they're losing the competition. Therefore, for me, it makes sense when Jacob Zuma says these people are dead. These people are dead. What do you think? What do you make of that statement? Do you agree or you disagree? I've actually done my best to bring you everything that not everything, but at least something to base my argument on. And that which I've done, you can do it too. You can bring everything that you know onto the table. Let's see what will be the conclusion of this whole matter. But I still say it is true, unless a miracle happens, unless there is a change of leadership, unless there is real change of leadership, you're not going to convince people. I'm looking at what the ANC is currently trying to do. Look at the what Luthuli thing, the inquiry, and I'm looking at the numbers, the interest around that. You'll find that video, that live stream, that thing is on live, and it only has about 500 to 600 people. Even when they talk about it, when they do press conference, people are super disinterested. It's not that people wouldn't be interested in Luthuli per se, but who's presenting the case of Luthuli, Chief Luthuli? It's the ANC. As Umalachi will say, people don't trust anything that comes from our mouth, even when we tell them the truth. Because the truth is said by us, people don't trust that. Period. I'm interested to hear again your thought and your opinion in the comment section below. Let's continue to monitor the situation as it unfolds. I'll definitely keep you posted about everything, including the fact that they are fighting for positions, which is kind of weird, but they are doing it anyway. I'll definitely see you guys on the next episode. But until then, please take care.